I don't want to hear what this looks like. Don't want to hear it. Welcome back, everybody, Space Engineers. We are going to pick up right where we left off. Almost. Boop. So, I'm going to be away for the next couple days, so we're going to get one last episode out to you before I go. And then there'll probably be like 2-3 days of no episodes at the very least. Unless something happens, and I can record more. Alright, so... Totwing, I don't think we need you. So let's... Boop! Let's ride Molar down. Okay. So we should be able to, I think, remote into him. Right? Oh, wow. It's like I'm pressing forward, but can you tell? I couldn't tell. Are we moving? Other than that little thruster. Can't tell. Well, I guess if you look up at the asteroids, top left corner, you can tell. Alright, so let's head on down. I wanted to put this seat here because I think we're going to spend the day tweaking Molar and seeing how he does down there. And with the seat here, we can keep ourselves recharged and whatnot instead of having to go to the... Oh god. He's not slowing down. I've let go of accelerate. Yeah, instead of going into the Grav Ball to recharge. I think it would probably still be easier to look through his camera. So what's this one? Molar eye... Belly rear. This one doesn't exist anymore. Okay. So yeah, we'll double check all of his settings quickly. I think I've updated his blueprint. Did I? Actually, I don't know if I did. Let's turn off his lights. Improve some frame rate. Son of a... I'm gonna guess we lost a drill. We'll go down anyway. Let's turn on our drills. And widen the hole. That's probably smarter than what I just did. And we'll hope our lack of drill isn't scraping against the wall right now. Alright, maybe we should get off and check. Don't die. Okay, what did you lose? Yeah, you lost a drill. Alright. Well, not a problem. Don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me. I will go... Oh, let's get him down there. And then I will... Okay, back to remote. I will go get the parts necessary to put a new one on. And let's try to keep that broken drill maybe in a gap area. Alright, so today we're going to mess around a bit with the gravity as well as Molar. So we'll revisit the pulsing idea and yeah, try exchanging the gravity fields. So do spherical, pulse that off, do the linear, etc., etc. See if that has a nice effect. Is the gravity on right now? I don't think so, since I see stuff just floating. Gravity? No gravity. Okay, but the lights are on. Oh, we'll keep them on, even though the frame rate's low. Probably better you can see, and it be a bit choppy than can't see anything, and it's smooth. Oh, and still choppy, probably. Alright, what do I need for a drill? I could probably carry one of those inside my person. So I need computer, motor, large steel tubes. 8. Oh, I'm not going to remember this. Okay. 4, 8, go. Alright. Let's see. Oops. I don't need these. I think I need 22 of those. So let's just give myself another 10. I needed 8 of those, I think. 8 of those. 4 of those. I said 4. And something else. Computer. Times 1. And a motor. Times 1. Did I do it? Computer, large steel tubes, 8. Yeah, we'll have a couple extra small steel tubes. And steel plates is 32. Ho, ho, ho. Nice try. Fool me, will you? Alright, let's head back down. So I don't think we need to bring Torwing down here, but we now know that he can fit through this little hole. And if you... The first time I went down, I went really slow, but on the way back out, I went actually pretty fast. Like, the clip was at real speed. So that was kind of fun. I didn't actually use the proximity center that I installed. Okay, instead of just placing a drill, we'll turn on his projector, I guess. So that he can place it back. That way it's named and all that stuff. Now, this is one thing with the program I'll block. It bleeds over to the next line, but I guess that's okay. Alright, molar. I don't think I did update them. There's no, like, 151, so... And I don't think I changed much. Oh, wow, it's offset too? Well, that's a real shame. Okay. What? It's okay. We got transparent HUD. We can do this. Projector. So yeah, today we're just gonna kind of go uncut, raw uncut, and see how much we can get done, and I'll call it quits at the appropriate times so that oops. You know, I hate how it exits the whole menu when you do this. So if I pick a blueprint, it's going to exit all the way out here, right? So I'm no longer in the menu, and then I just screwed it up, so it booted me out again. Alright, I didn't want to hit that. I want to go roll. Yeah, and reverse. I mean, left, whichever. Forward, backwards, you know, whatever. Whichever way is which. Okay, that's that way, so forward. Oh, yeah, forward. I'm not even reading the names. You fool. Okay, that looks about right. Oops. I don't know if it needs to go back one. Okay, like right there looks good, because I just see one drill and nothing else. Aha! So let's try that. Perfect. Oh, the welding speed's still fast. Oops. Oh well. Change it next time. Next episode. Okay, so now his projector should have turned off if it was complete. And it is. So why don't we, let's just do another blueprint. So the only way I know how to, like, override this in survival mode is to name it exactly the same. So if I named him version 050 again, it should override it. But for consistency's sake, we'll just go version 1.052 because it's episode 52 now. Then I know this one's more up to date than that one, and I could probably delete that one if I want to. And eventually I'll publish these two, or if you guys request a newer version, just let me know and we can look at publishing. Okay, so projector good. There's the menu for you, in case you're wondering what that looked like. Alright, so I think he's set up to go. Let's give him a once-over, okay? Nothing too much has changed. These are all spares. They don't do anything. So he's got a forward sensor that's set up to turn on his thrusters and his drills. So if there's an asteroid in front of him, he's going to drive forward, basically. And his drills are going to be on. If there's no asteroid, he's not going to do that. When he tilts right, he just turns on a gyro if he detects an asteroid, and same for left, and they can kind of cancel each other out. Tilt up activates a timer. There's two timers, one for tilt up out, so when it's out of the field, and one for in. And then the down is just the gyros, except it's backwards. So if it doesn't detect asteroid, it starts tilting down, basically. Or if an asteroid leaves its field, it starts to tilt down, looking for asteroid again. And then if it detects the asteroid in the field, it stops doing that and assumes there's asteroid in the right place and starts. And then if it's driving forward, it gets rid of it. Okay. So one thing I want to change, I think, we'll try it, see how it works out. So we have the program. So instead of turning on, well, it's still good to turn on the thrusters, same as always, but the program is going to regulate the speed for us, essentially. So that's all good and dandy. What I want is the tilt up one. So I think what happened, now I don't know, I noticed during editing there's like a piece of asteroid sticking straight up, like a spike. So I don't know if that kind of tore us in half, or if we did kind of get stuck into a little piece of something that went right into Molar and then he kind of spun around it and tore himself apart. Or if gravity kind of was pulling on him from a piece of ore and phased him into the asteroid. That's the only weird thing, is how he kind of phased into the asteroid. And usually when I see that kind of stuff, it's when gravity's at play. So what I have done, I guess I already did this. I mean, I knew that. I already did this. What I have done is I turned off the thrusters now. So if there's asteroid above him, he's going to stop moving forward. What I'm hoping is, we're not dying yet, are we? No. So where did he kill himself? Right here. So, yeah, see this thing? Oh, there's some bunch of rubble back there. His grave. Yeah, there's this. There's those. So I don't know, maybe he lost a drill first? It's hard to say. I can't remember. When he was spinning around, did he have all of his drills? I don't recall. And then the rest of it, I think, exploded open. But yeah, I was wondering if there was a little object like that, right? That could have torn him up. There's a bunch of iron here, though. How much iron is that? 9K. Let's see if we can pick that up with the gravity, maybe. Get that out of there. Maybe we could pull up the scrap, too? I don't know. I guess it would have to be gravity blocked to be influenced. Yeah, so molars shouldn't get affected by gravity, like, outright. But if there's a gravity influential block, like an item or an ore, then he could be. Or if he had artificial gravity, which he does not. So I think he's ready to go. So why don't we... Oops. Let's get back to remote control. And we'll go on the camera for a second. And we'll line ourselves up. So for now he's going to fill his inventory. I was wondering, even if we do convert him back to, like, ejector mode, we don't actually need a cargo container. The only reason we need a cargo container on him, I would say, is if we wanted to... Here, let's just fire him up and see what he does. So he kind of has a startup cycle. Oh, I guess I'm not remoting anymore. That's okay. So the first thing he does is he starts to tilt down. And then I cycle the sensor for tilt down to detect asteroid on and off. So then if it, he starts to tilt down, but then when that gets toggled on and off, it should detect an asteroid if there is one, and then he'll stop tilting down. And I'm hoping what the tilt up will do, or by turning him off when he's tilting up, like that, you can see, maybe he won't be able to burrow, because I'm wondering if he just was managing to go faster than he was able to tilt up. So instead of contouring, that was quite a steep, like he almost went straight into a wall, so maybe he couldn't curve up fast enough and instead got inside, and then he tried to spin around and tore himself apart. Eventually it all ends with him tearing himself apart. Let's change that programmable block, actually. Let's put him back down to the recommended speed limit of green pixel. So we'll remember an exit, and it's running. So maybe he won't go as fast. Let's go back into the remote control and see if we can catch his speed. He's stuck. Did I mess him up by trying to do that while he was running? Let's go find out. Why aren't you moving anymore? Okay, so his thrusters are on. So the ones that are overridden is the one that you can see there, and then all the way around. I'm not sure about the program. I know I still did it kind of goofy, and I'm wondering if maybe it conflicts with each other. Like, it's trying to set the thrust based on the speed. So, but because I'm trying to set multiple at once, is that actually doing it right? I mean, we saw that it was still able to moderate the speed, so that was okay. Let's look at the override thrusters. Forward thrusters, override. Fine, let's look them up. Molar, OR, forward, there they are. Are they still being updated? That looks like kind of an error? I don't know what that is. Let me see if I can fix that. Maybe by stopping the timer. Editing the program. Check code. Still okay. I didn't mess it up beyond it being somewhat proper. Okay, there he goes. Not sure. Anyway, probably because I tried to mess it up maybe while it was running. The reason the program didn't go is because I forgot to tell it to. Oops. I did it to the last molar, the one I actually cared about. So now he's going really slow, so we could probably speed him up. Oh wow. Okay, now let's turn him back up. He seems like he's stopped and he can't even barely get himself going again. So we could also probably mess with that other setting, the multiplier, but I'm not completely familiar with how that affects it. So, like, that might make it so it applies more thrust to those individual thrusters. So if I change it to 8, maybe they would be set higher. And then I'm going to increase that to maybe 9. Okay, there he goes. Alright, so molar, remote, control. Now he's going about 0.4. That looks like a good speed. You know what I should probably do? Right now he's still collecting, so I guess we're not wasting too much ore. But let's go ahead and turn the gravity on there. And also the gravity at the base. Grav shaft on. Okay. So we want, if he's running stable enough, what we're going to do is mess around with the gravity now for a bit on the Grav Ball. And get that working. Okay, so it's still show on HUD. Okay. Oh, let's exit out of that. So I would prefer if he, like, dug further into the asteroid. Part of that problem is his, like, tilt-up sensor is, I think, right behind here. And it goes down a meter. So his field is always kind of here. So at the most, those 2 top drills are pretty much never doing anything, I think. So it'd be nice if I could put it higher up, but there's nowhere I could do it without just like having it really ugly or something, like put the sensor way up here or something. And you can have a little antenna. Alright, Grav Ball. Alright, so we have the gravity shown on HUD. I just gotta do that toggle. So we can mess around with pulsing it. I could see a benefit for sure. Like, the ores that tend to get stuck here don't go anywhere, whereas if we turned off this gravity and allowed them to be pulled towards, that would allow them to get dislodged, and then they could end up firing up there. So we'll try it. Again, we're kind of waiting for Molar's inventory to fill up, I think. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. We should be able to tell by looking at his drills. Because I think they're the last to fill up. So he is almost full. You can see there. Creeping up there. And the ones that are empty are probably the ones like on the top. He's got some silicone. So I didn't fill him up with stone this time, but maybe next time. So yeah, I might try removing his cargo, his large cargo container. Maybe replace it with the ejectors again, and maybe shorten him by 1 block. So that maybe he can actually do... If he does go like straight into the asteroid, maybe he could be set up so that he could get out of it. This is really hard to get into now that all that stuff's there. Alright, so there are some timer blocks already on here, so let's see if we make use of these 2, because I did kind of mess around with them before. Yeah, I have it turned on and off, and then I had it triggering it, starting itself, so I basically had it pulsing on for 1 second, pulsing off for 1 second. So what we're going to do instead, or as well, now I have the 2 gravities, the strong one and the weak one. I still like the idea of there not being a strong gravity near Molar, so I think I'm going to keep 2 of them regardless, and the one that's really low maybe we'll leave on. So that one's, I think, oh no, that is the one we want. So if we just try toggle on off and toggle on off, and then I'll manually turn one of them off so they're in different states, and then we could have it just start itself just like that. But now we'll change it. Tillion, did you guys just see something explode? I did. Oh, the giant... the giant molar bits, I think. Oh, that came with some ferocity. Alright, that took out our reactor. No, there's the uranium. Took our reactor out as well as the armor. This really should have been done in heavy armor, but I didn't do that. Where's Molar now? Okay, he's there. At least it wasn't Molar who just exploded again. That would have been more of a letdown. Oh, you're over there. How? Okay, what we're going to try to do right now, while this thing is dead, is we're going to crank this up till I start to see all this move. There we go. It won't get all of it. and we will run into issues. But let's try it. It's also going to like leech all of our power, so let's try not to go overboard. But I think some should still make it over there, hopefully. I mean, this is how we originally did it, and I used to get ores. But obviously it depends where Molar's working. Okay. So what we need to do, I think, is get Tortwing down here so that we can repair that. And maybe we'll build it with heavy armor. Where's your up? Oh, your up's right here. Okay, we're going to ride you. Ride the Molar. Alright, Tortwing. Remote. Come to me, Tortwing. I need you. And he makes some kind of noise, like an eagle or a dolphin, and he comes to your aid. Caw-caw! That's not an eagle or a dolphin, but, you know. Go with it. Use your imagination. 17 frames per second. We're gonna smash him, aren't we? Timer. Proximity detection engaged. Oh, what? This doesn't work? Oh, no, wait. We need a sensor. Sensor. Proximity. Proximity? Toggle on. Not that I can hear it. Maybe you guys can hear it. But it's really quiet compared to all the other sounds in the game. All I can hear is Molar mining away like a jerk. I can't see anything. No, that created some nice little beams of light, but not really lighting up anything. Man, look at that thing. That got destroyed. I should really use the opportunity to redesign the whole thing. I bet you if we gave this whole thing like fins and stuff to help collect the ores, it would work a lot better. Actually, why don't I do that? I got some time, guys. So let's take a break here, and I'm going to redo the Grav Ball. I'll probably shut Molar off and turn off the gravity. Unless... I don't know. If it looks like it's all getting collected, we could leave it. Let's follow some. Otherwise... Boing. Boing. I followed the wrong ones. Yeah, it's starting to pile up on that wall. It's not so good. Some of it's making it there, but not a lot. Alright, so yeah, I'll probably turn Molar off and do some work. So far, you haven't killed yourself, Molar. Good job. You're a champion. Objective complete. Congratulations, you are the new winner of not killing yourself while mining. So the first thing I'm going to do is convert Molar to grinding mode, and I think I'm just going to grind everything we see, except for the antenna. I'm going to leave the antenna as kind of a marker, and we'll build the whole thing around there. By we, I mean I, because we don't have time to build it together. Sorry. I think I can hold most of this. I know I can hold one in my inventory. I probably can't hold two. Alright. Kinda. Wait. Don't do that. You have a blueprint, silly. There you go. Oh yeah, the fast welding speed. Well, we'll make use of it today as well, I guess. So yeah, it sounds like we can't mod the speed of just ship welders. I think it's global setting, I guess. And there, I don't even think you need a mod to do that, obviously. You can do it from the menu. Okay, 4 motors. But I'm wondering, you did mention, Pafitted? Whatever your name is. We could change the range, I guess. So I guess that's an indirect way that we could, look at my brain not work. Indirect way we could change the speed, right? If we decrease its range, then like maybe it wouldn't be able to reach, like it used to be able to reach this block, right? Or it can reach that block when it's welding. So if we decrease the speed, so it wouldn't be able to reach that block. Or that it only welds stuff that's directly in front of it, with still maybe a bit of penetrating power. Then it should go faster because it's not trying to weld multiple blocks at the same time. And since it tries to weld blocks that are even complete, and those blocks slow down the overall welding speed. So even if you're welding one block and there's 8 blocks around you that are complete at 100%, it's going to go at 1/9 the speed, I believe, or it's going to be reduced by those 8 blocks that are complete, even though you're just welding one. You can test that in a creative world if you do. Just put 2 welders side by side, have one weld a single block with nothing around it, Have the other one weld a single block with completed blocks around it, and you'll notice that the one with just a single block will weld much faster than that one. I didn't time it or compare the results to see if it was indeed 9 times slower, though. Anyway, I'm just loitering. Alright. I have not modded the welding speed, or changed the welding speed, grinding speed. Okay, it's gone. So this is a station, that's why it's like floating, in case you're wondering. It wasn't a ship. Obviously, I guess it would have been bouncing around without like thrusters on. I still see you, Death Shard. Molar. I can't tell if he's screwed up or if he did what he's supposed to. I guess he did what he's supposed to. Looks like he kind of did this, right? And now he's going that way. He's kind of made it into a different part of the cave, but that's no fault to him. And he doesn't look like he's in danger yet. So, instead of building all this off camera, because I'm going to be away, I'm just going to split this into 2 episodes. I can't get your feedback anyway for a little while. So I don't think there's any harm in us getting 2 episodes out of this instead of just 1. So instead of me doing a bunch of work off camera, we could try to do a bit of it today with you guys, and then I'll conclude it in the next episode, and then we can get your feedback on it all and do some stuff. But essentially, my plan, let's fill up with steel plates. The plan, if we choose to accept it, we're still gonna have those gravities, I think. I might want to move the antenna, to be honest. What I'm thinking is to create something similar to up here. So something that would kind of collect it and funnel it at the same time. So I kind of want the ores to be able to shoot through it. I think we could do it. We could make it so it... okay, I got light armor here for some of it. Maybe I should do... I don't want to do all heavy armor, because I might run out of it. We're not rich on iron yet. I also think it might be time to get skimmer going. I don't know, because the amount of iron we're needing, Molar's not really providing us. Did I make that heavy? No. So I might, anything that's not the outer shell, we'll try to make heavy armor, but I'll try to make the inside light armor if I can. So we could significantly like increase the size of this thing. We could also eventually make it mobile too, so that it could move around, or we could relocate it to other places. Or maybe we'll just do that with our merge ship. We could come and like pick it up. So we could do this, and if you imagine that kind of all the way around, maybe. I mean, I guess if that's centered, can we make? No, it would be like a 2x2 because of the antenna. We could give it 2 antennas, then it would look cool. But the grav gens are 1 block wide anyway, so we might as well make the design 1 block wide. So what I'm thinking is like ores would hit, and then they'd be kind of sent off this way, hopefully in there. But I kind of want to funnel them even more. So maybe we could have like a gap. Whoops. Let's see here. Like that. So So like the ores would be coming from somewhere. And as long as it's not long enough so like molar hits it. And it doesn't have to be this long. I just figured we could go past the antenna, but we could probably bring that back. So yeah, the ores would hit, and then they would get sent off this way. This block wouldn't be here. So they'd be kind of in this little trough. And then they'd get sent off that way, and then hopefully up the hole? I don't know. I'm thinking it's probably best if the antenna isn't there, and we try to funnel it into a middle thing and shoot it up through the middle. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, so I'm going to get rid of the antenna here, guys, but I'm going to call it quits because I've been going over so often in my videos. I do aim for 20 to 30 minutes, if you believe it. And I've been at like 40 for the last little while. So I will say goodbye to you now when we're hovering around 30. And we'll continue this in the next episode. So I hope you're enjoying. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.